Have you ever thought your school exams were tough? Because while many people know about the famous civil exam, all those scholars writing essays for days, very few know China also had a gym exam, and it was way more entertaining. Welcome to the Military Imperial Exam, or Keju, ancient China's way of choosing government soldiers and officers. Part 1. Why did China have a military exam? The normal imperial exam, the civil one, began in the 7th century and tested scholars on Confucian classics. But China also needed competent generals, not just the guys who could quote philosophy. So they introduced the military edition, which tested shooting, horse riding, strength, and whether you can draw a bow that was like lifting a refrigerator with one arm. The military exam existed on and off for centuries, but in the Qing dynasty, it finally became a big deal, held every 3 years, exactly like the civil exam. And yes, the top scorer was literally called a 武状元, martial champion, basically the world's steadiest nerd. Part 2. Copying isn't cheating. There were two main parts. The indoor exam. In theory, you were supposed to write an essay about ancient military strategy. In practice, most examinees were more muscle than brains. So the government downgraded it to, please copy a paragraph from a military book with no mistakes. That is it. A copy-paste test, because the real show was outside. Part 3. Ancient China's strongman contest. Event 1. Horseback archery. Candidates galloped down a 200-step track and shot at 3 giant targets. Hit at least 2 of 6 arrows, or you are out. Later, they added a special challenge, bonus event, shooting the rolling ball. A leather-wrapped ball set on a small platform. You had 1 arrow to hit it hard enough to knock it off. If you only scratched it, nope, fail. Think of it like ancient China's edition of a carnival shooting game, but on a horse. Event 2. Standing archery. Now you shoot on foot, like in the Olympics. Distance changed over time, but the idea stayed the same. Shoot 6 arrows, hit at least 2, or go home. Event 3. Strength test. There is where it gets crazy. You had to pass all 3. 3A. Draw the war bow. The bow had strength levels. 8 dan, 10 dan, and 12 dan. To give you a sense, drawing an 8 dan bow was like lifting nearly 100 pounds, 45 kilograms with one arm. Candidates had to pull the bow to full draw 3 times. 3B. Swing the big saber. 3 options. 80-pound saber, 36 kilograms. 100-pound saber, 45 kilograms. 120-pound saber, 54 kilograms. You didn't just lift it. You had to spin it like a tornado, basically weapon ballet with half your body weight. 3C. Lift the big stone. The stones weighed 200 pounds, 90 kilograms, 250 pounds, 113 kilograms, 300 pounds, 136 kilograms. You had to lift it over your knees, sometimes to the chest, and tilt it to show the bottom. This was called showing the sail. Part 4. Scoring. Yes, looks mattered. To pass, you needed strong results in both shooting and strength. And if multiple candidates tied, here's the fun part. They choose the winner based on appearance. Seriously. Historical notes say examiners preferred men with a commanding presence, or sometimes handsome young men. Basically, the whole thing could devolve into a bodybuilding competition. Part 5. Rewards. Just like the civil exam produced government officials, the military exam produced military officers. Top scorer Wu Zhuangyuan became a commander. Second and third place got slightly lower officer ranks. Other passers, junior officers, or imperial bodyguards. Being a bodyguard of the emperor was actually a great career, high promotion chances, close to power. Even failing the final round still allowed you to join the army as a low-rank officer after training. So yes, passing the exam could literally change your life. Part 6. So what did this all mean? Well, the civil exam chose China's scholars and politicians. The military exam chooses warriors. It wasn't Kung Fu movie fantasy. No spinning kicks, no fighting villains on stage. It was archery, horse riding, brute strength, discipline, military basics, and being able to survive lifting a rock heavier than your washing machine. If you passed, you earned fame, rank, and a lifetime of bragging rights. If not, well, at least you didn't pull a muscle in front of the entire province.